Hi everybody, how y'all doing? Good. I'm sorry for my lateness today. What had happened was we were walking over to the train and we got stopped. We stopped by there some folks, some black guys who like to sell some clothing, some cute little clothing for mostly the guys and whatnot. But we let them rock. They're really nice guys. They're really nice to me and whatnot. They nod their heads, say what's up. Can I get some or something like that? But they're really nice guys. I see one of them over there, and all of a sudden, two pigs come up to him. Two pigs that look kind of like those two pigs over there, or those two pigs over there. Came up to him, and so we go around. We're trying to figure out what happened because one of the pigs started doing one of these. You ever see a pig do one of these? How did that make you feel, huh? When a pig comes around and they start clutching their gun. That's some nasty shit. It's not the first time I've seen a pig do that shit. I've seen a pig do that shit several fucking times, actually. Several fucking times. They think that they get slick when they do it. I've seen pigs pull it up and pop it down real hard, acting like they tough and shit. Shame, exactly. But anyway, they said that he was littering, They said he was littering because he dropped a fruit cup when they approached him. And they used that as just cause to go ahead and search his vehicle. They used that as just cause to go ahead and search for his name on his ID and check out what he had going on. Apparently he had a little situation that was a little closed warrant situation. Should have just went to court the next day, figured that shit out. But now they wanted to take him to jail, over a little fruit cup that he dropped, over a damn fruit cup. Dumbass pigs. Dumbass pigs. And it's like and this is the reason why I support Iran, This is the reason why I stand with Iran every single day, because I can see the issues that we're causing over there are the same issues that are being caused by our communities over here, caused to our communities over here. When they're killing their men, when they're killing their women and their children, when they're bombing school children. Suck my dick, bitch. Keep walking, ugly ass. That's why your hair is falling all the way to the back. That's why your hair is falling all the way to the back. Those wigs ain't working, girl. Anyway, I'm sorry. Let me say principle for y'all. Anyway, where was I? When I see those bombs being dropped on children, when I see their men and their women being killed in the street, people are standing up for their right to exist, right? The right to be able to do things in their own way, to fight their own contradictions in their own way. I look at the community here. I look at the community. You got a problem? What's good? You got a problem? What's up? So, suck my dick, bitch. Suck my dick, bitch. Excuse me, I'm on one because we've had a couple of issues over at Arm the Dolz recently with some people getting into trouble. So, yeah, I see the same issues here. I see black people getting arrested over some bullshit. I see our school children getting redlined out of good districts. Our parents getting redlined out of having good opportunities for jobs and work opportunities, And these are the racist attacks that they're utilizing here, the racist attacks that they're using against abroad. You got some whatchamacallits over here standing up for it because they think that they're white enough to be able to get a piece of the pie, but I know what's going to happen in the future to them. And I just want to let y'all know that when we have this solidarity abroad, we also have to look at the resistance here. We have to also acknowledge that what they're doing abroad isn't new. It's the same thing that they're going to do to the people here. It's the same thing that they're doing to trans people here. Just a month ago, there was and the way that they allow certain things to happen too, and they just turn a blind eye to it, or it doesn't make media or anything like that. There was a black woman in Bushwick who was killed, a trans woman who was killed just a couple months ago, and you don't hear about that on the news, right? You don't hear about that on the news. She was killed by her husband, because they say that trans women aren't really women or whatever, so you can do whatever the fuck you want to them. And I stand against that as well, And I stand up for justice, right? But I also know that justice isn't going to happen by this unjust judicial system that was started by enslaving and capturing slaves, capturing people who shouldn't have been slaves, people who should have just been living their life back wherever they came from, back from Africa and shit. And I'm sorry, I'm just really on one. I'm really hot about this shit right now. And these people aren't really helping. But I can't stop thinking about these Manab 168 people, these kids, These kids who are just trying to live their life. Kids just like, you know, some of y'all have kids here. I know some of y'all got kids. Some of y'all got cousins. Some of y'all got nieces, nephews. It was just little like them, walking around, just trying to get their little schoolwork done so that they one day could be somebody for the community, you know, and support the community, you know, support the community that supported them. And I think about the kids every day here. I think about the black kids, the brown kids, who are shunned away from society at a young age, who are told by third grade, like, if they don't have, like, by third grade, they figure out whether or not that person's gonna be going to jail or not. They're making beds by looking at third grade Regents exams, you know, in prison. And I think about those kids, you know. And I just wanted to say that my solidarity always, my solidarity with Iran stands specifically because I understand that why our struggles are so intertwined, you know? The struggle is intertwined because the person who is beating both of us is the same person. It's a U.S. Zionist, financial, capitalist, imperialist state. You know, it's that Epstein class that wants to kill children abroad and rape them here. It's the Zionist class that wants to tell you that you can't be a transsexual here, you can't be black here, you know, and then they want to bomb transsexuals over there and kill transsexuals over there and kill women over there, you know. And I just want to let y'all know that if we're going to continue this work, we're going to continue fighting for this injustice, we have to look here. We have to look at our resistance here. We have to be in our communities right here. We have to show love and support for one another and keep fighting the fight here. You know, we have to continue using a Marxist-Leninist approach to our fight for our liberation and against the U.S. imperialism. And you know, that's mostly what I got to say. And also, I see that bitch ran. So I hope she keeps running. Hey, baby. And I love you all. I'm so happy to see all of y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'm going to give this up to Chet because I've been talking for like 2 minutes.